I moved to a new community, and the rules are strange. So after a long time I decided to move to a new place, somewhere I haven't been my whole life. You know how it goes, the bird flees the nest and all that. After searching I found a nice affordable apartment complex that spanned 2 blocks and had its own power plant and a park. As anyone could see, I took the amazing offer. They had a lot to offer: voting stations for voting time, gyms, food places across the street, schools across the street, parks, train access. Who wouldn't take the offer? After I finished moving in I collapsed onto the floor and just sat there for God knows who long until I heard the doorbell and some knocks. I sighed standing up since I didn't expect anyone. I went to the door, unlocking it and seeing a friendly looking man standing with a paper and a bag. The man looked towards me and smiled, and I looked at him still confused. "Hello," I said, weary of the smiling man at my doorstep. The man started talking. "Hi neighbor, and welcome to, well, your new home forever. My name is Darren and I live in the second building. I came here to give you a welcoming gift." The man thrust the bag into my hands and I took it, looking in to see a bagel with cream cheese and one of those iced coffee Starbucks bottles you get at delis. I looked up at the man and smiled. "Thank you for this and nice to meet you, Darren. I'm Alex." He held out his hand for a handshake and I took him up on the shake. Then I saw him handing me a long piece of paper with a bunch of writing on both sides. I looked confused and saw his smile fade away. "These are the rules to living in this community. You seem like a nice man, Alex, so I will tell you that you need to follow those rules. You don't want to know what will happen if you don't. Well, bye now." His smile returned and he walked away, going downstairs before I could even utter a response. I looked at the paper as I closed the door. "Guess they always need to have rules in a community as big as this," I mumbled to myself. I sat on the floor again and started reading. I will list all the rules that stuck out now. 1. After 10 p.m. until 6 a.m. don't get too noisy, and if you start hearing loud bangs on your door, turn off all sound in the apartment and hide in the closet. Do not open the door. I stared at the paper. It seemed like a normal noise warning, but the last part seemed odd. 2. If you are in the elevator and an elderly man or woman asks you to hold the door for them, do it. Ride up with them and respond kindly to anything they ask or say. Once you get off, tell them to have a good day. If you don't do any of this, the following will happen to you. The elevator will stop between floors and, well, we don't know the rest, but there are reports of screaming during these times, and then a person goes missing. You should assume the worst. This has been dubbed by the younger people as all gratitude. I just started laughing as this must be a joke on the new guy. I chuckled and continued reading. 3. If an elevator has an out of service sign on it and then opens to reveal a dimly lit elevator with stains over it, don't go in it. This elevator does not go to any floor that you want to go to. Some younger members of the community dubbed it the Helevator 4. If you are on the elevator and it stops on a random floor and nobody gets on or can be seen in the hallway, recite the phrase, "I am just a traveler passing though. I wish you no harm." Strongly and firmly. The elevator should close and go to your floor then. This has been dubbed Johnny's floor in relation to a man named Johnny who was brutally murdered in the elevator years ago. They assume it's his spirit trying to find his killer. It is speculated that every apartment on that floor is full of gore and death. 5. If, when walking down the staircase, you hear heavy thuds from above, run as fast as you can to the lobby. We do not know exactly what is up there, but one person caught a glimpse of a distorted man while running and looking back. 6. When outside, do not go on the grass when the sprinklers are on. The grass devours all water, and if you make contact with it, all the 70% of your body that is water will be drained and you will shrivel up, as well as that the decomposition is nearly instant. Before I could continue reading, I noticed something in the corner of my eye. It was vaguely humanoid but dark. I jumped up thinking someone was in my house. "Who's there?" "I have a gun," I said, that knowing that I was lying, and if an intruder decided to test me on it I would surely lose that fight. I walked into the room I thought I saw it in, but there was nothing. I thought it was just from reading all those weird rules, but I feel like all those are just a prank. As I said earlier, the old freak out the new guy routine. I sat on the bed in that room and continued reading. 7. If there is a blizzard while you are outside, get to cover as fast as you can. This area has light snow but no blizzard is natural. We aren't sure what the things that prowl the blizzard are, but we know they hunt people. Don't be surprised to notice a dead body after a blizzard ripped to shreds. There is a reason why the floodlights are always on. 8. If you are caught in a heavy rainstorm with equally heavy winds, try and keep all skin covered. The rain ages organic material at a high rate. Even leather jackets and other jackets of the sort are affected. 9. If you are ever outside and you see a man coughing heavily outside and smell the smell of sickness, run. If he gets close to you, he will infect you with something we don't know. We only know that it kills very fast and it is very painful. You have a half hour before your whole body is reduced to slush, as your skin, then bones, then organs start to liquefy. 10. Living here, you are basically immortal. Natural causes like old age or illness cannot kill you. Besides what the man in the previous rule has, you can still be killed unnaturally, let that be by other people or by whatever the things that occupy here are. There is one catch. Once you leave the city by even a centimeter, all the years you left behind will catch up. I have seen this happen to a man who was around 230 years old. He left the city and instantly his body become bones. 11. The final rule. We will update you later this week. You should have noticed a figure in your peripheral vision. Those are in every apartment. They are docile unless you provoke it, which is something not recommended. They are ancient, but just think of them as a friend. They can talk as a voice in the back of your head. We also don't recommend lying to them because they will know. Good luck and enjoy your stay. The co-op. I sat there in a stunned silence and heard a voice coming from somewhere in my head. It said slowly and almost breathlessly, "You lied, you lied, you lied, you lied, you lied." I shuddered and started to think this wasn't a joke. Then I realized my fatal mistake. I lied to the figure about the gun and I threatened it. I wrote this out as fast as I could because I don't think I have that long left. My door is closed and locked, but I see the figure next to my bed. Hopefully I can click post fast enough.